I would like to welcome everyone here, and it was a real proud for myself and a very great honor to be a coordinator in this project. So, teaching AI in STEM, why is this important? Well, we must be aware that most of our students already interact with artificial intelligence every day when they unlock their phones, when they search online, or when they receive video recommendations, or even when they control their TV devices, their appliances at home. But unfortunately, very few of them actually understand how it works. And this is why introducing AI in STEM education is becoming increasingly important. So in this project, we kept in mind that this is a great necessity in our nowadays, and we will now have the opportunity to take a sneak peek at all the resources in the AI STEM education teaching materials that were developed by Science on Stage teachers and were designed to help teachers introduce artificial intelligence concepts in the classroom, as well as support teachers in integrating them into STEM lessons. AI is becoming increasingly important in society, and therefore it should be also part of the STEM curriculum, not as a goal to learn AI, but as a tool to help us learn and understand STEM concepts. Teaching about AI can help students develop digital literacy, critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. All of these skills are very important when learning and applying STEM concepts. AI is already part of many technologies that students use every day. However, students often use these technologies without understanding how they actually work, mostly in early ages where they keep humanizing AI, and that's an important step, dehumanize AI. This will also allow students to move from being passive users of the technology to active learners who understand how technology works. So these teaching materials aim to support teachers providing practical and accessible activities for different age groups. This project provides teaching materials created by teachers from different European countries, resources that have already been tested, and aim to help students understand, apply, and even program AI concepts within the STEM subjects. This project was, as Jennifer mentioned, organized by Science on Stage and supported by our partner Amazon Future Engineer. Its main goals were introducing AI concepts in school education, supporting teachers with practical classroom materials, encouraging interdisciplinary STEM learning, and promoting innovation in teaching. So one of the key strengths of this project is that the materials are ready-to-use teaching units designed for primary and secondary schools, suitable for teachers with or without prior AI experience, and available as open educational resources under Creative Commons license. So this means that all of you can freely adapt and modify these materials to fit into your curriculum and your classroom needs. These resources include 5 digital teaching units that focus on different ways of integrating AI into STEM lessons. And typically, these units include lesson plans, classroom activities, project ideas, guidance for teachers who need it, and examples of student projects. This provides practical support so teachers can introduce AI concepts gradually and confidently. In this first example, Basics of AI for Younger Students, the unit introduces the basic concepts of AI, big data, and machine learning. It's designed meant for students aged 10 to 14 and introduces the basic concepts of AI and making it a good entry point for lower secondary education. Students explore how AI systems analyze large data sets and identify patterns. Activities may include analyzing simple data sets, recognizing patterns, or experimenting with tools that generate content, such as text or images. An important part of this unit is also discussing ethical aspects of AI, such as data privacy and responsible use of this technology. This helps students understand AI is not only a technical topic, but also a social and ethical issue. In Coding and AI in Primary School, the unit focuses on introducing AI concepts to primary school students. It combines artificial intelligence with environmental education, which makes the topic meaningful and engaging for younger learners. Students train a simple AI model to recognize different types of recycling materials, such as paper, plastic, or glass, which we will see further on with Claudia's project. And to do this, they use block-based programming tools, such as Scratch or Pictoblocks. These tools allow students to explore coding AI and AI concepts without needing advanced programming skills, and also help students to develop environmental awareness while learning about technology. I strengthen again that starting AI in early ages helps students to understand that there are no humans behind the machine, preventing behaviors like telling too much information to Alexa or Siri, personal interaction, and protecting them from those interactions. In AI for sustainability, AI also plays an important role in supporting sustainability and environmental protection. AI systems can analyze large data sets and also improve helping resource management and decision making. This is very important when we look, for instance, to monitor climate change, track environmental changes, and improve energy efficiency. It can also support smart waste management systems, helping to improve recycling processes. Another important application is protecting biodiversity by monitoring ecosystems and wildlife populations. These examples show how AI can help address global environmental challenges, which is an important topic to explore with students. In each of these topics, there will be ready-to-use projects or classroom lesson plans, as I mentioned before. In AI, computer science and mathematics, in the unit, students create digital learning resources using AI. The activities combine coding, machine learning, and different STEM topics. They can explore scientific topics such as pH values in chemistry, ecosystems in biology, or geometry in maths. By using AI tools, students can create interactive resources that also help explain these concepts. This approach encourages inquiry-based learning and collaboration, as students often work together to design and test their projects. It also helps students to see how AI can be used as a tool to support scientific learning. And hoping to address the STEM specialist shortage that we face all across Europe, we have, under AI career orientation, another important aspect that AI in education can address is helping students understand how AI is used in different careers. So in this unit, students can apply AI concepts to real-world problems such as environmental monitoring or sensor-based projects. These activities show how AI is used in fields such as engineering, environmental science, and data analysis. Students also explore AI-related professions, which helps them understand how STEM skills can be applied in future careers. This connection between classroom learning and real-world applications can be very motivating for students and, of course, help them when choosing a future career. So I think we had an overview on what is available in this unit. So I'll hand the floor to Claudia now.
So, hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Science on Stage, for this invitation. So I'm going to present this project that was developed with my second grade class, EcoKids Teach AI. So who are the EcoKids? The EcoKids were the superheroes of nature. They were superheroes on a mission to save the planet. Now they are at the 4th grade, but this project was 2 years ago. The main project ideas was to raise awareness about the environment, the waste separation and recycling, engage students in project-based learning, also to work diverse disciplines at the same time, and with the ODS 4, 11, and 12. But most of all, I wanted to work AI for sustainability, AI for good of humanity, and AI as an ally. The materials required for these projects were computers, books, internet for research, also robots like the dog, recyclable materials, and also online tools. Like Liliane already said, some block-based programming platforms like Scratch, PictoBlocks, or Playground Raise Edu. Also the Google Teachable Machine to train the AI models. online quiz creation tools too, like Wordwall, Quizzes, Kahoot. So if they are superheroes, they have to have this mask that was made with the milk packaging from school, uh, and they were ready to receive their mission. And the mission came in a box with stars, really magic little box with their mission. And one student read the mission to the class. And the mission was, "Hello, Echo Kids. Are you ready for an incredible adventure? Your mission is to learn how to sort rubbish and train AI to do it too. Together, we'll save the planet and make our world cleaner and happier. Who's ready for some eco friendly fun?" And they accepted the mission right away. Here are the Eco Kids in action. They went to their homes and they started taking pictures and sending me right away, uh, like they were putting the garbage in the correct recycling bins at their homes. They sent me videos also. The parents were involved. At class, we also did some other activities like games, like to see who separated the garbage faster. Here in Portugal, we have three colors for the recycling bins: green for glass, yellow for packaging and metal, and blue for paper. And we also made some games in some platforms like Wordwall and Kahoots, so they can learn all about recycling. We also built a game for the RoboDog. Here you say we transformed the robot in a little Echo Kid. We made this game with images from packagings from the magazine from the supermarket. They cut it and glued to the cards, and then they took a card and they had to put in the dog hand, and the dog had to be programmed to take it to the correct recycling bin. And then we passed to the phase of training AI, and we used this Scratch-like program, and they built a model in the Google Teachable machine. I'll show you later. And they trained three classes through the computer vision of the camera. They trained glass, packaging, and paper, and they built the model. So I'll show you later. We also built an Echo Kid world. The Echo Kids world was created in a platform called Frame VR. And when they used these VR glasses, it was like a wow moment. They were really, really excited because they were in the Echo Kids world. So I'll show you the frame. So this is a platform called Frame VR, where you can choose in the free version up to three worlds. And we choose this one because we could put here lots of photos of the activities and also videos. We can walk through this. Here in this area, we put all the photos that the parents sent us of the Echo Kids in action at their homes. At this part, we have all the activities with the robot, where we put here lots and lots of pictures about the game. Also a video here. It's not working. It's not working, but you can later come here. I'll try to put it to work. Also, in the other part, we have the games in the class with the recycling games. We also build some, how do you say cartazes? Posters, yes, posters. And we visit some recycling plants where the Eco Kids could see the whole cycle of the plastic from the beginning when they put some packaging in the yellow recycling bin to some final product. And also here in this world, here in frame with the free access, we can only enter 9 persons at a time. Here, we call this place the Eco Kids School. And here, we have the platform that we use to train the model. I'm going to open the link. And as you can see, it's almost the same as Scratch. But here we use the AI extensions to build the program. We use the teachable machine, also the text-to-speech, the AI extensions here. And here, we had to go to this page. It's a Google page. It's called the Teachable Machine, where you can train the AI model. So we choose image project, standard image model, and we trained here. By definition, you only have 2 classes, but you can add a class here. And we wrote here glass and the other packaging and the other paper, and we used the webcam, and the students show to the camera the glass in different positions. We've made the same thing to the paper and to the packaging, and then we click here, train the model. And then we had to export the model here. It gave us a link, and we had to go again to the program. It's here. This example of program is also available on ScienceStage page with the project of the Eco Kids. So first, with these AI extensions, we had to turn the camera on, and then we paste the link that we had in the teachable machine. And if the prediction says paper, the actor on the Scratch-like program says, recognize it for a few seconds, and then says, put it in the paper bin. Also for the other 2 classes. So it's really easy, and the students with this tutorial, they made it really easier. So we go back to the frame. I wanted to show you. Let's go together, walk through the Eco Kids world to the AI part. So someone is here. Hello, guest. Here we have a video in this part where you can see my students testing the model. So they are showing the glass, There's no sound. Put it in the paper recycling bin. So this is our world, the Eco Kids world. And now we are back to the presentation. So this project went further, and we also wrote a letter to our president of our municipality to tell him about our project, and that we really would like to have recycling bins near our school. So one day we went to school and we had this big surprise, and we had there the recycling bins. And we felt very happy. Also about the field trips to the recycling plants, like I said, they could see the whole cycle. And with this project, the Eco Kids project, students made these practical activities, and they really felt like superheroes. They are at the fourth grade now, but they still talk about this project, and they feel forever like the Eco Kids. And also this little seed that was planted, like the idea of AI as an ally for the good of mankind. I think this is a really great idea, and that we should plant these little seeds in the students at early ages. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Claudia. That was really impressive, and we already have lots of questions in chat. Maybe the most recent one, someone asked if everything you showed, Claudia, is free, or if we have to pay for it, and what was the name of the software again you showed?
Everything is free. Like I said, the Eco Kids world, it's in it's Frame VR. It's a platform to build VR worlds, and in the free version, you have three. You can build 3 worlds. If you want more, of course, you have to subscribe to have more worlds. But in the free, you can access to 3 different worlds. You may choose different templates, and if you have these VR glasses, you feel like you really are inside that world. And then to program the AI, we used Raise MIT Edu. It's like a Scratch program, like PictoBlocks, block-based programming. Also free. Nothing was paid here.
Perfect, thank you. Then another user asked if there are any relief breaks for the kids who look at the screen all the time. Do they do any relief breaks, any 20, 30 minutes, like stand up, move, or clap?
Yes, this was made. We had lots of practical activities, as you could see, and they felt superheroes, and they are always asking for new adventures to the Eco Kids. So it was really practical. All the games in the classes and the field trips. So we didn't have much screen time, but in the part to program AI and train AI, we had to do it. So of course.
Perfect, thank you. There was another question about preschoolers. So one was a teacher for 4-year-olds. I know yours is designed for primary school kids, and I think with all the technical equipment, it might be hard for 4-year-olds, but maybe just your opinion on that.
Yes, but we can. This was very simple activities, but with the younger ones, we also can make it simpler. we can transform the activities and adapt to the age level. That's the most important.
Perfect. That's a good example how you can always adapt our teaching materials. And there was another question for how non-science teachers could be involved, like, for example, language teachers. Is that something that can be adapted here as well? Or maybe also a question for Liliana and the other materials we presented?
Maybe I can step in and answer that. Yes, all language teachers, as well as all the other curricular disciplines, can be included, as AI is a cross-curricular tool. So whenever we are starting a project or an idea, of course, in primary, as we only have one teacher responsible for all the disciplines, it's easier to articulate them. But also in lower or higher secondary, if you work in groups and you develop a project like little chunks that you all redund in a bigger cake, you can develop communication skills, writing skills, also the listening skills, because they have to listen to others and collaborate. So language teachers are quite welcome in this project. As an advantage, it's of course a plus, because they have to learn language in order to communicate correctly and share the projects.
Perfect, thank you. There was another question just at the beginning, and I think maybe you will get to that in the next part, Liliana, but I just wanted to make you aware. One of our participants asked, how do you manage to include AI in the learning setting from device perspective? So Gen Z and Alpha are digital natives, so to speak, so smartphone is a usual tool, but the smartphone has inherent limitations with respect of available screen area. So I don't know if you include that in the next part, or you want to answer that now.
No, I can answer that now. The expression native digital for kids, it's not quite as accurate as we thought at first. So they were born in a world with technology. They were almost, well, unfortunately, we know that in many countries, most parents just put a device in kids' hands so they can use it. So that doesn't make them a digital native. They are just consumers. So our role is to include these devices. Of course, due to economical shortages and restraints, we don't have all the devices that we wished we had in our classrooms. So most of our projects are built upon the bring your own device option. So if students have smartphones, if students have tablets, or if students have computers, we try to include all those devices in all the projects that we developed. So in order to never leave anyone behind. Of course, we have concerns about screen time, we have concerns about what they are learning. And as I mentioned, the main goal is always to use this as a tool to achieve a pedagogical goal. So we try to include tools that work in different devices, such as smartphones or tablets, or that can also be used in computers. So we are also always aware of that. I don't know if I answered the question, or if the colleague has another specific doubt or ideas. So, but just be sure that all the projects available in Science on Stage website can be used using every kind of device. So it can be adaptable and can be used by teachers and by students in each device they have available.
Perfect, thank you. I think that answered a lot already, but there are two questions that may be connected to aspects you just talked about. So first question to Claudia about the VR devices you used in your project. One of our participants asked if they are necessary, or you can adapt the project without the VR, and if they are expensive, and I guess probably.
That device was mine, and it was like an extra, because the kids can access the EcoKids world in a computer. You don't have to use the VR glasses, but it's more immersive, right? You are in there, but that was just an extra. You can apply this project without that, and my students love to go home and be there at the same time. They said that 7 o'clock we'll be at the Eco Kids World. Okay, so, but they were limited because they only can in the free, in the free option, only 9 students at the same time could enter the world, but it was really, really exciting for them.
If I may add, within the VR glasses, so we all face economic restraints. So when I developed a similar project, we opted to ask for the Parent Association's help. And everyone has an old smartphone that's not working anymore, but still supports internet. And we use the cardboard VR glasses to introduce the smartphones. So we could use the VR world with smaller devices with those cardboard glasses at almost free or no cost. So unfortunately, most of our teachers' life is like, so can you donate? Can you help? And most parents, when they get involved in this kind of projects, because that's another part of these projects, as Claudia mentioned, kids went home very happy and very eager to share and to participate and include family members. So when the parents see all this engagement, all this motivation, and all this learning happening, they all are eager to contribute. So they lend us the old smartphones so we can use in the project, and whenever they are not helpful anymore, we give them back, and everyone gets happy.
And also, Liliana, may I add one important thing about the Eco Kids project? I have to say that the parents also felt like not Eco Kids, but and the visit to the one of the facilities plans was planned by a parent that offered us the visit and paid the bus. So that was amazing.
Perfect. Thank you. I think there are more questions, but maybe we save them for later after our last block, and I will hand over to you, Liliana, for our next session. Thank you.
Okay, so we've passed the question. So hands-on tips and tools and examples for beginners. So many teachers are interested in introducing AI in their classrooms, but they may feel unsure or about where to start. And the good news is that there are many, many simple tools and activities that can make AI accessible, even for beginners. So don't be afraid. By starting with small practical activities, teachers can gradually introduce AI concepts without needing advanced or technical expert knowledge. The next slide presents some practical tips and beginner-friendly tools that can help you start confidently and along with your students. So, first important tips is one of the most important: start with simple activities. Always bear in mind that start with low floors to achieve high ceilings. Before introducing more complex AI concepts, use visual and interactive tools. You can start by using tools that are free online, or in our projects, you have lots of ideas to start with. These interactive and visual tools can also make it easier for students to understand how it works and to use it ethically and critically. Teachers can connect AI activities with existing STEM topics such as mathematics, science, or environmental studies. It's also important to encourage discussions about ethics and responsible use of AI. These discussions will help students to develop a more critical and responsible perspective on technology. So there are several beginner-friendly tools that teachers can use. Scratch is one of the most known. It's a block-based programming platform that introduces students to coding concepts like Pictoblocks. So Pictoblocks is kind of a brother of Scratch, but it has these AI extensions that you can use to experiment with simple machine learning models. Another useful tool is Teachable Machine, which allows students to create AI models that recognize images, sounds, or body movements, as Claudia mentioned before in her project. Simple classroom activities might include training AI model to recognize recyclable materials, creating an image classifier, exploring how AI detects patterns or data sets. We had some creative projects back in the pandemic era where AI models were used to recognize if students bared or not their masks, if they were correctly used. So there are lots of activities that will allow students to experience how AI works using practical ideas and day-to-day context. In this here, Claudia, I will now hand to you so you can talk a little bit more about these simple tools.
Yes, now I'm going to talk about these tools from the teacher's point of view, because some of these tools also turn teachers into super teachers. So what's the superpower of these AI tools? Time. It can save us time. So if we use these platforms, these tools, we can save time for other activities, like give more support to students. So we have the chatbots, like you all know, the best known ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, and many others, like Perplexity. They can do everything. During the conversation, you just have to prompt the correct output that you want. But some platforms like Magic School have everything already organized, and you don't have to prompt so much. Some other tools to design, we have Microsoft Designer, ClipDrop, and Canva, already updated to the new AI era. Also to make videos, Luma AI, Pictory, and many others like AGen, also it's great. And to make music, like these three examples, I use a lot Suno. Suno is great because with a simple prompt, in a few seconds, you have a music with vocals and the music already, and it's really great. I don't know if we have time to show. Liliana, what do you think?
Maybe if someone has a question, or we can
Yes.
finish the presentation, and then if someone needs guidance, we can open.
Okay.
If you want to, feel free to show. It's fine. We still have time.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you just a simple example here. We all used a lot ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can make lots of things that some of these tools can, but Claude is one step ahead in making these dynamic presentations. I just simply asked Claude to make an interactive page for my students about the water cycle, and right away he gave me this. It's opening. As you can see, a dynamic presentation in seconds. And for some of you science teachers, we have these presentations like in seconds, and it's also interactive for the students, and you just have to share the link with them. Also, one of the tools I talked to you about was Magic School. Here, you don't have to make the complete prompt of what you want. If you want, it's all here. The tools are all organized, and you just have to choose what you want at the moment. If you want a lesson plan, you choose the lesson plan, or the worksheet generation, or the multiple choice quiz assessment. You just have a presentation too, and also for the math stories, song generation too, vocabulary list generator, also teacher jokes, and science labs also for the science teachers here. And one of the things that is great here at Magic School is when you create a multiple choice quiz, you can later export it to a Google form or a Microsoft form with the questions marked the rights and the wrongs, like in simultaneously. It's really great. But when you register here at Magic School, you have a free trial for a month, I think. But then if you want that option, it's a subscribe service. Also, one of the greatest tools that has evolved a lot is Notebook LM. And here at Notebook LM, you can insert your own sources, like your worksheets or your videos, whatever you want. You choose the sources, then you ask what you want, and then you may create presentations, even videos. It makes videos of the sources you gave, and infographics. It's really, really great. So these are just a few examples of how these tools may help teachers, and we must use them to save us time.
Thank you, Claudia. So there was one specific question directed at you, Claudia, concerning the Magic School. Do you know if you can switch it to other languages, or is it only available in English?
No, it's you can change it to other languages. Yes.
Perfect.
It's available.
And then there are other questions relating safety. One is, do the children use the AI tools on their own, or I suppose under your supervision?
Yes, Liliana.
Yeah, we try when we integrate AI tools in our teaching. We always have this issue of safety concerns. So both me and Claudia have LMS related to a specific brand that was selected by our school, and within that tool, that LMS, we integrate classes. So in those classes, and they have an institutional email which doesn't share any personal detail on each student. So we use free tools that only require an email, and students use their institutional email, so no personal data is shared, and they use those tools with that institutional email. And all the works are kept within the management system that we have conceptualized within our school.
Perfect. Okay, then another question also concerning some kind of safety issues is about hallucinations. So do you have any specific protocol to check for AI hallucinations or confusions?
So when we use AI tools, we always have debates at the beginning on how AI works. So we teach machine learning to students so they can understand how AI works. And we encourage them to check whatever answers they get from their prompt. So when they are doing research, they are encouraged. For instance, we did a project a few time ago regarding animals, and students had to do some research about animals, and then they had to confront with the answers that the AI tool gave to them. And that would help them realize that AI does hallucinate, and how to better check their sources and to see the reliability of the answers they get.